Hello, guys. Welcome to your daily tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot over here on Astrology Motivation. My name is Michelle. Welcome. Please remember to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell because I go live at different times during the day. So if you're not subscribed, you won't get notified. And I love when you're able to join the chat because the chat is where it's at. Now, if you're not able to join the chat and you're just looking at the reading, you could definitely, you'll get a lot from these readings daily. And whatever day it reaches you, that's why I don't put a date on it. Whatever day it reaches you, these are energy readings. So your energy is going to connect with it. Hey, Kat, your energy is going to connect with the reading on the day that it's going to answer the questions you have in your heart or your head. You're actually pulling me to you. I'm not pulling you to me. I'm just putting it out there and you're finding it and grabbing it because there are questions inside you and you need them answered or you need things explained. Things don't make much sense to you right now. Okay, this reading is going to answer some of those questions for you. Not because they're direct answers to your questions, because they are direct answer to your question. It's just you wouldn't be drawn here if it wasn't a message that you needed to hear, even if you want to argue with it. And that's what the chat is for. So remember to subscribe so you get notified. I do 5 of these live daily tarot card readings Monday through Friday, and I also upload a weekly astrology forecast on Sundays or early Monday. So that kind of is a general overview of the energies that are looming in the universe. I shouldn't say looming. They're the energies in that are being created by the planets right now. As the chart is now, how it relates to your chart. Hopefully I'll provide some tools in there or some insights that you can apply to your natal chart to understand how it may directly be impacting you too. But I'll go over different kinds of aspects like planetary relationships, as well as where the planets are, different kinds of things to let you guys know why the vibe is what it is this week. And hopefully then you can take that information and use it to in a purposeful way. So yeah, check that out. And remember, Born Without Boundaries Tarot is my premier YouTube channel, and I go and I provide 12 videos a week over there, zodiac sign specific messages, so they're a little bit more in depth and detailed. And I also provide the extended readings. If you guys want to dive in deep and get almost a personal reading, the extended readings are always there for you. You can either join the Unbound membership over there to get access to all of them, or you could buy them per video or rent them if you want. It's up to you. But there's lots of ways to go about it, and I appreciate it all. So I just want to take some time to say hi. What's up, Michelle? Michelle C. Hello. Hello to you in Colorado. God bless you. Thanks for hopping on. What's up, Tina? Hey, MCB. Christina, thank you for joining. Had my birthday yesterday. Oh, well then happy birthday, Michelle. God bless. I'm a Leo sun, Libra moon, and Cancer rising. Oh, you're probably like the nicest fucking person in the world. And you're absolutely somebody that is naturally attractive. People naturally feel comfortable for you and with you. And I got to tell you, if there's one way to describe somebody who does full-time, long-term relationships, you just described it. Leo sun, Libra moon, and Cancer rising. I mean, that is 100%. You know what's interesting about Cancer rising? I kind of want to have a discussion about it. Cancer rising is really interesting because as Steve Judd, who is a really famous astrologer, and he has a YouTube channel here, go check him out because if you really want expert astrology, it's him. As he describes the rising sign is the armor that you put on before you go out the door. So it is definitely how people see you and how you interact with the world. In fact, old school astrology did not used to put as much focus. It wasn't the sun wasn't important. Sun is extremely important. But they didn't used to put, it wasn't all sun sign astrologies, which is what horoscopes come from, is sun sign astrology, just looking at the sun and where the sun is and making that sort of like first and foremost. And that's really not what it is. People used to go on the rising sign because the truth is the rising sign is the most easy to pick up about people because it's how you appear publicly and how you interact with people. So the thing about your rising in Cancer is that you are very Cancer-like, and Cancer is the moon and it's reflective. So Cancer rising people are people who everybody feel comfortable with. It's like as soon as they meet you, they feel comfortable around you because you reflect what's comfortable for them, just like Cancerians do, that you immediately know how to make people feel comfortable because it's the home. Cancer rising, there's just this natural way that you just make people feel at ease, and people will trust you because there's a familiarity about you. What they don't realize, it's because that armor is reflective and you're reflecting what they want to see. So it's a natural kind of superpower that Cancer risings have, that people will immediately feel comfortable around you, feel at home around you, which also means that they will let down their guard around you. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean you have the intuition of a Cancer sun, or especially a Cancer moon. A lot of times people do not feel comfortable in their presence, but they will immediately intuitively understand the person across from them because they have that psychic ability. But the Cancer rising strength is that people just feel comfortable around you almost immediately. It's like they feel like they've known you forever. And that's because you so easily, your armor is reflecting them. And so what they're really seeing in you is themselves, which is why they feel comfortable around you, or why they could hate you immediately, but that would be somebody who has a problem with themselves. So FYI, that's just really interesting. It's an interesting character trait of Cancer rising folk, or Cancer rising energy. Just wanted to like briefly talk about that a little bit. And happy birthday, Michelle. God bless. Hello, Casglow. Thanks for showing up, girl. What's going on? Cat, transformational energy. It has been. Absolutely. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it first. We'll start with Llewellyn's Witch's Date book. It's Thursday, of course. It's the new moon in Leo. So the moon is in Leo. The actual new moon is at 1:55 p.m., which means it's already passed. But 1:55 p.m. East Coast time, so it would have been like 10 or 11 out here. Like, yeah, 10, 11, 12, 1. Yeah, like 1:55, 11, 10, like around 11 a.m. out here on the West Coast. But something even more important that just happened is that Jupiter went into retrograde. So it's 2:12 over here on the West Coast, and Jupiter went into retrograde at 1:37 p.m. over here. So that's another huge thing that's happening today that I kind of want to talk about, because Jupiter in anything that's retrograde is asking you to go over what you've missed. And since Jupiter brings expansion and fortune, and thoughtfulness, and just clues you into things outside of your norm, though still in the world, right? Uranus is very much expanding your mind through using the tools you have on Earth, but to understand things outside of your normal comprehension. And certainly, like, Pluto is incomprehensible. You're never going to be able to really understand it, though you can feel it. And Saturn is in a unique way, I don't know, kind of the ultimate conformist, but whatever. Let's go back to Jupiter. When Jupiter goes into retrograde, there's this essence of, well, what have I missed? What have I left behind? What have I missed? Like, where was the fortune supposed to land? Or who could I have helped and didn't? Or like, what have I been curious about but not really given enough time or attention to? Jupiter will definitely draw us back to our God space and our God sense and our purpose. And the fact that this new moon, it's happening at the same time as a new moon in Leo, it's exceptional energy to really start to really get clarification and understanding of well, what did I miss? Right? What did I miss here? What have I not seen or haven't thought about? So I think it's just a really beautiful energy. This is my I've been marking my videos, guys, by the way, the ones that not these because they're live, but I have been marking my videos with like stuff that I wear or use to film. So if anybody's curious, they don't have to send me emails about, oh, where'd you get that top or whatever. 10 to 1, if I can, I've tagged it under that little They have a marketplace now. It's not me selling it. I'm just able to tell you and answer those questions preemptively so you know where to go. FYI, I just thought of that when I was putting on my lip balm. But Jupiter in retrograde is, it's almost like, who'd I leave behind? You know, who should I have looked twice at? Instead, I was maybe in too much of a hurry and too much of a rush. That's really beautiful energy. And I think that's really hopeful energy. And the moon in Leo is very much an energy of, I need attention. I want attention. I feel loved by the attention that people give to me. And I also feel confident about what I feel. Confidence about your feelings, as if feeling something makes it true, which it doesn't. But at least there is a level of acceptance about, but I feel this. And as long as you can stay really focused when the moon is in Leo, if you could stay really focused on, okay, this is my feeling, this is what I feel, this is, the feeling is real. It may not be based on something that's real, but I at least appreciate it in myself, and I'm not fighting with myself about what I feel or why I feel that. I feel it and I have confidence in that feeling. As long as that stays there, it's a very healthy moon to be in. Though it can feel like need. So, but let's go back. New moon, there's no shine to. And it's the strongest point of a moon cycle because it's not wasting. Everybody gives a lot of attention to the full moon, like everything's so strong at full moon. And that's not true, because if you watch the tides, which we know science has proven this, right? That the moon has a direct impact on our tides, on our oceans. If you look at the tides, if you've ever heard the term spring tide, it's not about springtime, the season. It's about spring as in push, like that's like spring up, springing. It does. The water levels are highest during the new moon. Why is that? Why? Because metaphorically speaking, just in terms of the astrology now, or just in terms of, yeah, let's say metaphorically, the moon is reflective and it wastes so much of its energy reflecting somebody else's light, which is the sun. But when it is new, it is refusing to reflect anything, and it is entirely itself. And so it is strongest when it's new, which is why manifestations are most powerful when done by the new moon. Now, there is a black moon that comes before every new moon. That black moon is not an eclipse moon, it's the moon that is totally dark. New moon is just a little sliver when it's just started, just a little bit, right? So these are the most powerful times when it's not like reflecting anybody else, it's just stuck with itself, which it can be a very difficult time emotionally, new moons, because there's all of a sudden a realization of what I'm really feeling and who I really am. So there's an ownership here, this beautiful kind of contradiction of, the moon when it's new is conjunct to the sun, but it's not reflecting the sun. And the sun is in Leo now too. This is Leo's season. The new moon happens in the season that you're in. So the moon is not reflecting the sun. It's conjunct with it. So it's really connected and in sync. And Mercury is there too. Mercury is right there, really close to all of this happening. So we're going to be able to comprehend it and understand it. The issue right now is that there is a square to Mars, which can make us really impulsive. And because we're so certain, we want it to happen right now. The problem is we may not have all of the understanding, the power, or the resources to make it happen right now, because all of this is happening in direct opposition to Saturn. Saturn is in Aquarius. It is hard pressed to make anything move if it's not perfect or right or done well. And in direct opposition, you're going to feel that pressure point. And I feel like that pressure point is intentional. That pressure point is intentional so that you become very sure and that you do pop off and you do move in a new direction or just go for it. Now, I would not, let me repeat, with Mars square to Saturn as well and square to Mercury, I would not try anything new or do anything dangerous because it will be rash and you could get some serious injuries here. So I wouldn't do that. But this is about decision making. This is about knowing who the fuck you are and what the next step is. And I've been saying it for a while. Certainty is here. There is certainty here. Being able to realize that the choice you make doesn't make your life. You're making your choices based on where you are right now. You can't see your future. You don't even know how much of a future you have. Tomorrow could be the last day of your life. Today could be the last day of your life. You could have 60 more years to live. You don't know. The future, you're blind to it. And the past doesn't exist. There's no connection to it anymore. It is the most deceptive memory of them all because you actually think what you remember as the past is real, and that's not true because you're filling in the blanks with your wants and your desires and your prejudices and your traumas. So fuck the past and don't fear the future by focusing on what is here and now. Make your choices based on where you are at today and what is good for you right here, right now. And it is a powerful, powerful energy. Make those choices, make those moves, and manifestation comes. This is a really good time for that, those manifestations. So, yeah, let's get into the cards, shall we? Let's do it. Venus is doing some really interesting things, though, too. Venus is actually not in this craziness, but it is sextile to Mars. When Venus is sextile to Mars, this is that crazy, tumultuous time where you would meet somebody and you're not even looking for them. You know what I'm saying? Or where all of a sudden romance is like on high, like it all of a sudden there's so much romantic energy. And this is going on for a couple of days, actually. So really, really pretty energy. But since it's also Venus is also trine the South Node, it could be in some ways coming back to you or getting comfortable or making something be able to happen that was in some ways like finally there's a comfort level there that needed to happen, like making amends for the past in a way. And that's what I'm talking about Jupiter. There's just a sense of just because it's in the past, it's gone, it's over with, but sometimes we skip shit. So this could be something coming back to you. In terms of romance, it could be recognizing that somebody right in front of you is amazing and you'd never seen it before. You know, you never realized it before, right? Because of other shit you were thinking of. This is important energy because it's talking about human relationships and what we value. So Venus isn't just about falling in love, it's about what we value. So it's almost like finding value in something that's right there in front of you. You didn't even realize it. This is like, remember that old show, Antique Roadshow or something like that, where people would have something worth $50,000 and it's been sitting in their house and they thought it was an old piece of junk. You know, it's like suddenly realizing the value of something that's right in front of you. You didn't fucking get it, but the value will be made clear to you now. So clear. And hopefully you still have time to appreciate it. But I think you do. I think that's the point. I think you still have time to appreciate it. And that's why it's becoming very clear to you. So it's almost like the gift of this new moon is hidden value revealed. Just when you need it most. Okay, so let's get into the cards, which I know. Hello. Wait, hold on. This is Frankie. Didn't want to interrupt Michelle, just jumping on your live. Hi, Frankie. Thank you. I appreciate it. New job. God bless you. God bless you and have a great time at your new job. I hope they know how blessed they are to have you. Hi, Avery. Really got a lot out of the Taurus read today. Good. It's even more in depth of the extended. The extended is off the fucking hook. I said it at the beginning of the extended, and I felt it even more at the end of the extended. I felt like I was sitting across from a specific person. It wasn't just a catchphrase, because I know, when you're writing the titles, you're writing the titles of the videos. You try to want to, like, you don't want it to be clickbait, but you kind of do. You want people to get interested. But I really felt it. Like, I felt like I was sitting across from a specific person. Like, things got so specific in that Taurus reading. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I really felt like I was sitting across from somebody really specific. And so it was crazy. So yeah, check that out if you can, Avery. Oh, thank you, Frankie. God bless you. God bless you. Hey, Stephanie. Thanks, Stephanie. Yeah, let me know. Go back and leave comments for. Oh, well, listen, we're going to pray for you then, sweetheart. It may not be, I mean, there's nothing I can say that's going to calm you except that our prayers are with you, our energy is with you, and our love is with you. And that's really what life is all about. And all of those things, Cancer can't touch. FYI. Hi, Paige. Oh, thank you so much. Um, let's go. Yeah, I don't know. What message you got for us on this, the new moon? God, what message do you want to send on this, the new moon? Three of Wands is here, so somebody's ship is about to come in. We've put hard work in. We've taken the risks. This is about knowing what to invest in. So the gift for some people out there could be, knowing what stock to invest in moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, knowing what to put our energy in moving forward. And definitely knowing where people's value systems stand and become very clear to you of what somebody values and what somebody doesn't. Prince of Pentacles is here, which is work. Maybe there is a new job, or knowing now what your next step should be, or I don't know. Prince of Pentacles could be slow moving energy. It could also mean very slowly. Something was coming in very slowly, or it took a long time to get here. Usually it's about doing work, the slow, grudging work for somebody else. And then we have Seven of Pentacles, getting nowhere. So this is a story right now unfolding. The story unfolding right now, folks, is that you're putting a lot of energy and effort into doing work for somebody else, and that's why you're not getting anywhere. That's the Seven of Pentacles. It's like all this hard work is not working. You thought that that's the way to go, and yet you're constantly getting nowhere. And then we have Two of Wands. You're thinking about making a change, choosing something different, or you're actually know that you're going to. Like, what's important to you? What really matters? And that's where that value system comes in. What do we really value? Eight of Pentacles. So yes, you do value hard work, but you could also be working hard at something that you absolutely love. Central energy is Seven of Swords. It's fitting right beneath Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Swords is being distracted in your mind, and you're not realizing somebody is sweeping what's yours right out from underneath you. That's really interesting. And it's sitting right beneath Seven of Pentacles. You've been working really hard. You've been putting a lot of effort in, but there's something here that is, I don't know. Maybe you've just been distracted, working so hard. You're distracted that other people are just taking the gains, So what do we do? Futility, Seven of Swords, failure, futility, 7-7. Okay. Queen of Pentacles is on the other side. Could be a female boss. It could also be just the energy of putting your all into something and never keeping a little bit for yourself. And that's a problem, because if you don't keep a little bit of from yourself, you always run on empty. You always run on fumes, and you always sort of end up in service to somebody else. So watch that energy, please. Watch that energy. Then we have Three of Pentacles, working hard. So people do realize your hard work. They do recognize it, absolutely. And 10 of Cups is maybe family, feeling filled up and feeling happy with or being around family. And then King of Swords, making a decision, a swift decision, a real, like I was going to say, an intelligent decision. King of Swords is about having a clear mind. It's the energy of somebody that has a very clear mind, and it's unemotional. It's not. It's just, he's really good at making fair decisions because he sees it objectively. He doesn't let his emotions get involved. So there's clarity here and a decision that is easily made. And then we have Seven of the Universe and Seven of Cups. I don't know why. Why are you giving me Seven of Cups? This is bullshit again. That's not clear to me, God. You know how I communicate. You got to communicate through me. This isn't telling me what I'm. We have the Universe here, which is about one cycle ending and a new cycle beginning, one chapter ending and a new chapter beginning, something new starting. This is the World card. So it's all about, time for something new. But we have Seven of Cups here, but you're confused about it. This is new moon energy. You have 777. And it's all the shitty seven card. No, yeah, it is. It's Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups, where's Seven of Wands? It doesn't exist. It's not here. I think it's because maybe we don't know where we stand. We're not certain. Clearly, there is confusion around what really matters to us. What really matters to us? Okay, so tell us the answer. Listen, we're confused. The best thing to do is just ask for help. Okay, God, I'm asking for help. What's the right decision? Three of Cups. To be around people who you really like and people who really like you. Also a sense of you have a lot. You have so much. And then Four of Wands, which is connection. Connection, communion, knowing where you stand and finding somebody to stand there with you. Sometimes it's the wishes come true card. There's also celebration. I think this is telling me that you're not even really, you have no idea what's about to come to you, but it is something you will be celebrating. And, it will be fulfilling to you and you will be celebrating. The Three of Cups and the Four of Wands usually is wedding, like people going to your wedding, showing up at your wedding or celebrating some great moment in your life, something that everybody's happy is happening to you. So there's celebration here. It's telling me that you're not even, it's not, with the Seven of Cups here and the World card, it's saying you're not even aware of how you have no idea how your world is about to change and how happy you're about to be. However, it could be coming by the next full moon, but I don't want to say that might not be true. Okay, so what is the Seven of Swords? Okay, how are we going to be happy? Strength. There's just a Strength card. Reiterated, a new full moon, a super full moon. It's having the emotional strength to be able to carry this kind of happiness. What is the Seven of Swords? Could you just, what is the Seven of Swords? King of Pentacles is here. It's this boss energy. Like somebody is working for somebody else is stealing your thunder, kind of. And Seven of Swords or reflective. This could be Taurus. This could be a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo male. somebody being reflective or reflecting or making amends. Could be somebody calling and making amends, or thinking like there's nothing that you could do, or that all these opportunities keep getting taken away from me. And it could have been this opportunity that you had a job, or you were supposed to have a job. And it's almost like, listen, it's almost like you realize, no, I wasn't. I didn't get it because it wasn't really mine. And maybe the fact that I keep getting rejected has to do with the fact that I keep going after what's not really mine. Why am I attracted to what's not really mine? So here is the real prayer. God, please align me with what is really mine. I want to feel whole. I want to feel complete. I want to feel happy and surrounded and in the actual embrace and presence of people who I adore and have common goals as me. So God, please realign me with that. Realign that internal compass of mine to desire and want what wants me. Align me, please, to my true north. That's the prayer that we really need to say today. That's the prayer that we really need to say to God today when we manifest. God, please realign me with my true north. God, please realign me with what desires me. Let me desire what desires me. Connect us, please, and guide me there. I'm tired of going after the wrong things, because it's starting to tell me, this constant failure is starting to tell me that I'm not where I'm supposed to be. And so clearly I'm lost, and you're never lost. So please direct me, please guide me, and maybe recalibrate me, God. Please recalibrate me, because I don't think I'm correctly aligned anymore. So please recalibrate me and realign me. And that's it's as simple as that. We're going to get recalibrated and realigned and connected to what actually really does appreciate us and want us, because the futility is really about constantly asking the wrong person and the wrong people. But we desire that. Why are we desiring the wrong person and the wrong people? Well, I think we're finally realizing that we've desired the wrong person and the wrong people, and we're waking the fuck up to it and owning it, getting it, understanding it, and realigning with what is right for us. And that is just such and it's not a shame to ask for help. It's the perfect time to ask for help, because it's like, listen, every effort I make, I mess things up even more. It's not that you're not working, it's that you're working your ass off, but you're treading water, because clearly I am doing it incorrectly. So please, I'm going to stop. I'm gonna float, and I need you to please realign me. What am I supposed to be doing here? Clearly I got the wrong message. So help. And if you really do need to be realigned, you'll get your answer immediately. It'll be something that's very clear. So, what other cards do you want me to see? What other cards do you want me to see? Ace of Swords is clarity. So you will get a thought or an idea or clarity or some sort of victory and success where once there wasn't. And Prince of Wands is here. It's clarity on what passions need to just die. What desires and wants, and what is it that you've been chasing that need to be over, that need to be just done. Because they were like false directions put into your head, because you got this false viral input of happiness in your life, and it was really misdirecting you. It was completely and totally leading you in the wrong direction. You were misfiring. So it's almost like clarity on that. Oh, gotta get that clear. Gotta clear that up. Love it. Because I'll tell you, that's what I need. That's definitely what I need. Oh, you're welcome, Tammy. Oh, you're welcome, Paige. I got to go listen to it again. The energy is gaining momentum. And yes, it is. And it's a new moon that we're looking at here. You know, it's gaining momentum. It's gaining momentum. And it's going to explode because it's in a pressure cooker right now. That's kind of what. Okay. So the Grand Cross, there's a Grand Cross in the sky right now. It's formed when there is a Grand Square, which right now is happening between Saturn, hold on. Saturn, the south node, Mercury, and the north node. So now Saturn, okay, but it's not just the north node, because conjunct the north node is Uranus and Mars. So we should talk about that too. Saturn has been squared to the nodes this entire year, practically. But now sitting on top of the north node is Uranus. It's in like a 1 degree. It's 1 degree. It's absolutely conjunct the north node. So we have, but also Mars is conjunct Uranus. So we have Mars conjunct Uranus, conjunct the fucking north node, all together. They're just fucking sitting right on top of each other, which means that change is absolutely imminent. We're tired of the resistance. And yet there is a huge resistance from Saturn. And the reason for that resistance is what? Because we would go the wrong direction. We are actually being pulled in the wrong fucking direction. And we've got our poles crossed. And we need to fucking realign because we're not headed in the right way. And it's that reason why it's almost like that, so much resistance to kind of like throw us in the direction that we should be going. We are so stubborn and dead set which direction we're supposed to be going in, and it's not right. It's not right. And so we're building up all this energy to just sort of, that's almost going to like break the machine. It's going to snap the machine. And in doing so, it's going to make us recalibrate. Now, what is the machine? I don't fucking know. It's a metaphor. Take it for what it's worth to you. Seasons of the heart, something in the past that we weren't certain of, we weren't sure of, could even be defensive of, not trusting. But listen, things change. And we're almost in some ways resistant to the change. We don't want to change. We're scared of the change because emotionally we're stuck. Also resistance, okay? Unconditional love. Take it for what it's worth. This card is actually really about you coming together with you and accepting and embracing all aspects of who you are. But of course, when that happens, generally speaking, something else happens too. And the something else that happens is actually quite beautiful. Because you do attract the right people when you are the right you. And I actually just wrote this on somebody's comments on Instagram. I said the right person. There is someone for everyone, right? But what did I write? I said there is someone for everyone. The problem is we attract so often the wrong person. We don't attract the right one, because until you're right with yourself, you don't attract the right one, right? And that's very well known. We know that. So this is about getting right with you. We didn't want to change. There's some aspect of our lives that we were resisting. We were resisting this change. What is the change that we are resisting? What is that change? There is a change that we're resisting. And once we stop resisting that, that's the resistance. Get rid of it. Stop resisting that. And then boom, now you're whole. Now you're together. And now it's very clear. Immediately, you're going to be sucked in the direction where you belong. And it's almost like God is doing it for us. He's intentionally, like the universe, that's God to me. The universe is doing it for us because it knows we need help. It's helping us to realign. There you go. Let's pull these cards. See what comes out. Chiron is here. Chiron is also square to Venus right now. So in a lot of ways, maybe we were attracted to things that hurt us and were bad for us. Apollo is here. Get ready to shine. It could even be that we were attracted to like notoriety, fame, fortune, being popular. The things that we thought made us attractive were actually hurting us. And then we have guardians here. So I don't think we were listening to our guardians, or we definitely weren't really maybe protecting our family, or maybe our family has been compromised in some way. That's really interesting. Juno is all about prioritizing the family and somebody, hold on a second. It could have been for a twisted sense of self. We were being protected from a husband or a wife or a spouse. In the future, Chiron is healing and learning from pain about our worth and who would appreciate us and care for us and protect us. I think somebody was trying to, like, it's almost like in some ways somebody thought they were protecting us, or they were trying to protect us from the wrong people, the people that would have hurt us. You know what's interesting about coming together with people? You couldn't come together with somebody until you were both ready. And clearly, pain, suffering, the things that we've been through in life have taught us what to value. What to value. Okay. Star ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. The mystery thickens, guys. High priest, intend and create, follow the voice of your soul. Keep working on what you've been working on, because it's going to lead you to more than success. It's going to lead you home to the people you're supposed to be around. That's really interesting. Deep emotional healing, Azurite. Your heart is ready to heal from past experiences, and you are willing to devote time and energy toward therapeutic care. So you're actually healing from a traumatic past or some sort of pain or suffering in the past. Deep emotional healing. Therapeutic care. What kind of therapeutic care? Is that go get therapy? Could be. And that could also be what this is, King of Swords. Listen to somebody's advice. Getting somebody's advice that has an objective opinion and will give advice objectively. Peace. That's all we got. Maybe that's enough. That's a lot. No matter where you are or what you're doing, inner peace is always possible. All it takes is a subtle shift in awareness. Think love, and peace will follow. Somebody fucked up in the way they thought they were trying to protect you or love you. Let that person go. You don't have to say thank you, especially not if they hurt you. But you do have to accept them for what they could be at that time. And that's all. Don't give meaning beyond that because is not a reflection on you. You know, how people behave is who they are. And there's no need, there's no need to go beyond that. It's got nothing to do with you. It's got everything to do with them and who they are. That's interesting. Making peace with somebody from your past that hurt you so that you can live a beautiful tomorrow or today. Follow the voice of your soul. It's almost like somebody speaking to your soul. Okay. I feel like there's a puzzle missing, God, and it could just be that I don't get it. Could you guide me to clarity using any one of these cards to help? I am sealed. You were locked in a long time ago. This was guaranteed a long time ago. Or maybe you started this a long time ago when you were going through a shitty period in your life when the direction forward wasn't clear. So, what's the change? What's the difference? I don't know. I've got nothing beyond what I just, okay, maybe. So, what's the change? What's the difference? So, what's the change? What's the difference? This time around, 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. This time around, people appreciate you. They appreciate what you can do. They appreciate who you are. They see your gifts. They see your talents. It all works out. And I think you're scared to go for it again because it didn't work out to begin with. But you weren't around the people who could understand your value. That's what shifted. Somebody seeing your value now. Just has to do with timing. Timing is everything. It's like your reverberation or your call just hit the right ears. And that's what's coming through to you and what you'll be celebrating. It's already done. You put out the call already. And now you're going to get a response. You let me know. I'd love to know. I'd love to know. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've got a shit ton of other work to do, so I'm going to get offline, but I will be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed in those videos. Tomorrow you'll see Cancer, Leo, and Virgo, and I hope you guys enjoy them. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Happy new moon.